Welcome back. I decided to finish up the banana a little differently, and like I said in the previous video, I added in an extra layer for the banana itself, so that it rises from the background. I think I'm gonna add in some like pixelated type stuff around the edges and just kind of fill it out. I also realized from the last video I did not explain who Karita Kent was, and that's something that's super important. So Karita was this incredible artist who used to run the art department at Immaculate Heart College in Los Angeles. And I went to Immaculate Heart High School. They didn't have the college by the time I got there. But the high school is still very much affected by her legacy, and she was amazing. She did printmaking, she did posters, she did painting, and she combined, she was also in the pop art movement. And the whole point of pop art was to combine kind of images of societally popular, like consumerist things with, other like artistic movements and other activist movements and whatever was on your mind at the time to make a statement. So that's kind of what she did best. And her work has been everywhere. It was in the San Francisco Modern Art Museum also. They had some of her posters. And she's definitely been a huge influence on me and my work, both color-wise, like her art is very like bright poppy colors and neons and whatnot, but also just as a woman making art and trying to be prominent in the art scene and inspiring others, and the fact that she was both a teacher, an educator, and someone producing their own artwork is really, really inspiring to me, and something that, that would be my absolute dream. So, but, I guess the YouTube channel is a start. So, now what I'm doing is I'm trying to alternate between the black pieces, the pink pieces, and the white pieces to give this kind of pixelated edge effect. And so, what I'm trying to do is not have too many of the same color next to each other, because what I want to do is I kind of want it like camouflage, where it's like fading, the colors are fading into each other. So we have a little bit of pink and a little bit of white and a little bit of black, and you kind of like see how I'm alternating the pieces back and forth. This looks a lot cooler than it did at the end of the last video, and that's not a bad thing. As I said, iteration and changing and editing is always key. And at the end of the last video, I was like, oh, this is really cool, but I have this other idea, and I wonder if that would work. And that's kind of how I came up with what I'm doing right now. So you can always change things. You can always go back and edit them, unless it's one of these YouTube videos, in which case there's no going back. But this is looking a little bit better. It's looking pretty cool. One of the things I decided was I'm going to add this to a portfolio collection of the different art I have done and am doing. And originally a lot of my portfolio on Instagram and elsewhere has been mostly just like actual paintings and drawings, but I think going into other media is definitely something that's like pretty cool and worth exploring. And I've never ever been really good at tactile art. I took one sculpture class in college, and that was not my forte. I did have a lot of fun though. There were a lot of really, I wish I were better at it. But I had a lot of really cool assignments where one of them was doing mold making. So we like plaster casted our hands and other objects, and I think I did like my hand as a plaster hand, and then it was holding a paintbrush on another like plaster base, which was pretty cool. So it was like a lot of fun. But I'm definitely like more of a painter. But it's always good to be learning new skills and trying new things like Lego art. So there we go. I'm just finishing up the last couple bricks here on the part 2 of the banana. But this is pretty interesting. I think it's pretty cool. So just to give a better read on it, see how there's like a secondary layer up there. There's like one in the middle that's popping out. There we go. But I'm definitely a little bit more pleased with this now, and I think it's pretty cool just to have like the consistency in the colors and the backgrounds, and this like fade effect definitely adds to the overarching idea of pixelation, and just kind of like adds that extra layer, literally. So yeah, thanks for watching the edit, and I hope you stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much.